Welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. We're headed toward the backstretch of the season, Week 9, and we couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the UTEP Miners and the North Dakota State Bison. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. And the Miners ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Bison will have the first possession in this one as their offense comes out to go to work. And here comes the junior running back. He may not be the best-known star around, but man, does this team love what he brings.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
Finds us back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Wow, we knew coming into this one, this offense wanted to start fast, but David, how about that run and the vision and his ability to spring himself up into the second level, and you saw the speed. That's the kind of play early in a game that'll get your attention.
Get your attention and get the offense rolling. Get them in a rhythm. Like, you're not depending on your quarterback. Your offensive line did a great job paving the hole, creating an explosive on the very first drive. Man, that will get everyone lathered up and excited on this offense.
Back to throw, it's Hayes. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right side, it's Collins. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Driving forward, it's Mitchell. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. On the return, it's Jones. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Miners offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's gritty, great attention to detail, solid hands. He'll have to be accounted for in this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
Finds his tight end. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Miners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And he gets it away. All right, guys, let's step back here and talk UTEP. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program is because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs were out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Miners will line up to punt it away. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. 3rd and 3. Looking for a man. It's Hayes. Gets rid of it. Got his man. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes a handoff. It's Mitchell. There he goes. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down. This offense doing business in the red zone. Tough run here. It's Scott. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Got his man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Escapes the pressure to his right. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Turns up, it's Henry. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Colson. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Miners. The extra point here would tie the game. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Looking for space. It's Scott. He's got enough. Turns it on at midfield. There he goes. Past the 20. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jones. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Miners moving quickly to the line.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. So nice to have these tight ends.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned up. Third down coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Miners will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Look out! And he never had a chance.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Keeps it himself. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The Miners want to move quickly.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
And the Miners have their offense in high gear.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up.
Makes the catch, and he's free.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, the TFL. Now you got a big second down.
Touchdown, Ncaa! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Hayes. Rushes on. Unloads in the nick of time.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get it.
He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Hits inside, it's Mitchell. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. They'll run him again. Breaks into the open. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Takes the handoff. It's Scott. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Men, Week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We start with a look in on Purdue, taking on the number 7 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Boilermakers, sneaking out of here with an upset victory. And have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Deep in the end zone, it's Jones. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Miners come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
To the air, it's Colson. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Miners send out the punt unit. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. The running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll try the left side. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Deadlocked here in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to pass. Left side, it's Collins.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Out wide left, it's Collins. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming and immediately you want to audible. To throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads up play by the QB.
Turns it upfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. Third down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the first down.
They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Needs it. Got some green grass. They'll knock him down, and he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Brown wants to pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage, and I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now they take the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Straight ahead, it's Jones. They put the brakes on it. The Miners are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Miners will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Hands it off on the counter. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Rides to the back. Past the sticks. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the red zone, it's Scott. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quick give. It's Mitchell. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! Still a one-score game, and they've got a little breathing room.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. Run ends there. The Miners headed quickly to the line.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. On target. He breaks a tackle. Last completion, picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Jones. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the Miners are moving quickly down the field.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Looking for a man. It's Colson. Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Runs into a wall. They'll give him 1 out to the 8.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The run inside. It's Scott. Taken down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball.
Snags it, and there's running room. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Hand off again. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And, man, it's a big decision for this offense. Like, having the lead, does that change your mind? Are you less aggressive, or do you go for the gusto? You try to finish this thing off yourself by getting the first down, continuing to possess the ball here in the 4th quarter with the lead.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Looking for the marker. Absolutely nowhere to go as they stop him behind the line on 4th down. Motion from the wide receiver. Sets his feet. It's Colson. They're all over him. Going to try to get it himself. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Rush right in his face. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Escapes the pressure going right. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. 4th down, gotta have it here. Caught. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. And once again, you see how valuable the tough little slot receivers are on 4th down.
You isolate those guys, get the matchup you want, and now go win. Nice job by this offense, getting the matchup on 4th down, and the QB seeing it, throwing a strike, getting the 1st down.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. It's complete to the left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Finds his man on the RPO. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. On the move. Touchdown, Ncaa! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ballgame.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Looking to pass, it's Hayes. Finds the tight end. And he's got enough for the 1st down, and it'll be at the 35. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Quickly complete. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss.